I lived in rural West Virginia all throughout my childhood, and strange lights in the sky were usually satellites or distant planes. But what happened to me on the night of January 14th, 1999, is something I can't explain. One day after my birthday, which is why I won't forget the date, it was about 2:17 a.m. I would always hear strange noises in the woods, some I couldn't ever explain, not even to date. I woke up this particular early morning with this heavy hum vibrating through my chest, like when you're standing too close to an amp at a concert. Outside my window, the woods were lit up in this cold, bluish light that didn't make shadows. It wasn't like a floodlight. It was more like the air itself was glowing and illuminating off the untouched snow. I got up, thinking maybe someone was lost in the woods hunting or setting up camp. But when I stepped into the yard, everything went silent. Particularly the wind. It had stopped so abruptly, and everything felt eerily still. The only thing I could hear was my own heartbeat and that low hum, which grew so deep I felt it in my teeth. Then the light shifted, and I wasn't standing in my yard anymore. It's hard to explain. 1 second, snow under my feet. The next, a smooth, metallic floor so cold it made my skin sting. The air smelled faintly like sulfur and copper, like a mixture of boiled burnt eggs and pennies. It was horrible. The room I was in wasn't a room exactly, more like a hollow sphere, its walls glowing with a soft, pearlescent light. There were no seams, no panels, no lights as we know them, just a strange glow with no particular source. And I wasn't alone. 3 figures stood about 6 feet away. They were tall, thin, but not the gray aliens you see in movies. Their skin looked almost translucent but rough at the same time, like a prehistoric reptile. They had big eyes, yes, very black eyes, and their mouths were barely slits. I'm going to pause here and just say I've had nightmares of this horrifying moment in my life, and I'm more than okay with anyone saying this is bullshit because I want it to be bullshit. This has tortured and traumatized me my entire life, and I need to just get it out there and off my chest. I'll take whatever discredit you have to throw at me, but I know it happened, regardless of it feeling like a very unrealistically vivid dream at the time, a dream that really never left me. I couldn't move at first, not like I was paralyzed, more like I'd forgotten how to tell my body to move. But I didn't feel scared, just overwhelmed. One of them came closer and tilted its head, and instantly this wave of calm rolled through me, like a sedative. And then I felt words in my head that weren't mine. "You are safe. This is brief," it said. A section of the wall rippled open, literally like liquid metal or mercury, and a smaller chamber was beyond it. They guided me inside without touching me. The second room was darker and filled with a dim blue mist. In the center, a raised platform hummed softly. They gestured, if you can call it that, for me to sit. I sat, and the surface molded to my shape. Warmth spread through my spine, and images flooded my mind. Forests I've oddly seen, entire galaxies, oceans from above, strange constellations. Not like they were showing me TV screens, more like I was remembering things in places I had once lived, and it felt very at home. I felt them examining me, but not physically. No poking, no tools at first, more like a resonance scanning through my bones. My chest buzzed, my vision strobed. For a moment, I thought I was dying, But then that same voice, "We're only learning. We will return you." And I just let them, because I had just felt safe at this point. And then I felt a device inserted into my urethra, a cold, excruciating pain that lasted maybe a few seconds, and I think between the complete overwhelming feeling combined with the moments of excruciating pain, I just have blacked out. Next thing I knew, I was back in my yard again. My feet were cold, and the sky above was empty. Just stars. The hum was gone, but the snow had all melted in the area where I had approached the lights. I stumbled inside and vomited twice. The next day, my skin smelled faintly like sulfur, and a crescent-shaped bruise had appeared behind my left ear, and it had burned for a couple of days when I'd urinate. I've told almost no one this story. I know how it sounds. Absolutely ridiculous vulgar. But I know what happened to me that winter.